this is a list of things that I think are worth the extra money. By the way, this is Choice at Winding Down Chronicles of an expat going into early retirement. I'm not in retirement yet, but I am getting there. So I just think some of the things that, people spend money on, I look at and I'm not so, there are things that I probably wouldn't be buying or waste my money on, but everybody's different, and so am I. So some of these things you might not agree with. So I came up with 8 things I think are worth the extra money because of my values and how they make me feel and how they add value to my life. So the first thing that I think is worth the extra money is high quality food, and especially meat. So I really only eat organic or grass-fed or grass-fed meats. It's very difficult to find that here in Bangkok, so I did an unboxing and another video from some purchases I made from a company that it does offer imported meats and grass-fed meats and organic meats that are imported from Australia and New Zealand, and they're fantastic meats. I think they're reasonably priced, especially when I do compare it to the local markets, the Tops and the Foodlands. I've never had a bad meat from Paleo Robbie, and I have had bad meat from Tops and Foodland, and I just said, okay, that's enough experimenting with that. I'm only going to buy from Paleo Robbie. If they ever go away, then I'm going to have a problem. We spend money on good quality food. I don't eat snacks, and I will only eat dessert if it's an exceptionally high quality dessert, just because I don't want the sugar and I don't eat the carbs. So this is important to me, and this is where I spend my money. So number 2, I will buy the best electronics that I can afford. So and I mostly set up personally with a Mac and an iPhone. I bought my first iPhone in 2013, and then I had to replace it because the battery only lasted a few hours. And then I had that for many years, and finally it just wouldn't even last an hour. But then I had my second phone for almost 7 years, and finally I had to replace it. I mean, the iPhones last forever. And my MacBook I bought in 2013, it lasted me 10 years. The speakers, it started getting a little slow, and the speakers pooped out on me. They were like, they were basically broken. But but that thing lasted me 10 years. When I used to buy Windows-based computers like Compaq and the Dell, I had to replace that thing every 2 to 3 years. I mean, so right there was almost $1,000 every 2 to 3 years versus, paying a little bit more for a MacBook that lasted me my first one lasted me 5 years, and the second one lasted me 10 years. So this one I did buy a refurbished, and so it was about $100 cheaper, and it was a year older model, so they saved me another $200. But this is when right before I retire, I will probably upgrade to the newest and best models I can afford while I still have an income. And then I expect that to last me for hopefully at least 5 to 10 years, because I won't be working it as hard. So the third thing that I spend good money on, high quality money, or money on high quality items, are shoes. So I do walk a lot. I work out a lot. I've gone with cheap shoes before, kind of, and I've tried the barefoot shoes and sandals for about 2 years, the more flat-footed sneakers, and oh my gosh, I had the worst pains in my feet. And finally, it was a little over a year ago, I decided to go with a bigger shoe. It's the Asics Kinetic, and they saved my feet. You know, I know the barefoot is supposed to be healthier, and that's what I was going for. I thought maybe I just need to break my feet in, but they were breaking. I felt like the barefoot stuff was breaking my feet. I mean, I would wake up in the morning and I felt like I couldn't walk. So sore. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm only in my 50s now. What is this going to be like in 10 years? But I am sure these more cushiony shoes are, maybe I'm past the point of no return. You know, my feet need the cushion and for the pushing. And I needed, and they have saved my feet. I don't have the pain I have anymore, and I'm very sure it's because I started going with shoes, more expensive shoes with much more padding. Yeah. Oh, and also the sandals that I bought recently, I really love. They're Keen sandals. Maybe I'll show them on another video, but they're great for walking in the street. They're not aesthetic. I think they're kind of an ugly shoe. They've got slits in the body of the shoe, the top of the shoe. So it's kind of a shoe sandal. Very sturdy, but great for the city. I can't believe how comfortable they are. They're like walking in socks. Keen shoes. And number 4, I have fewer clothes but better quality. So yeah, you know, I tend to go to like the Marshalls and the TJ Maxx and the outlet, and you get the cheaper clothes where the logos wear off and the buttons and things start coming off, and that gets really annoying. So I started buying the more expensive brands. So Under Armour and Haggar pants and shoes, or not pants and shirts. Not Haggar, shirts and pants. But yeah, so I have fewer clothes and but better quality, higher quality that will last me longer. Number 5, this is probably very particular to me, writing paper and planners. So I buy higher quality writing paper. I journal and I make a lot of notes, and I've been doing that for many years. I've tried cheaper paper and pens, and I'm telling you, just if you write daily, you need to have a better. I need to have better paper and pen. I hate when the pen just doesn't fit right in my hand, or the paper doesn't write well. You know, part of that is probably my fault. I do have chicken scratch for writing. That's what we call it. It looks like chicken scratch. But I get very frustrated with cheaper paper. You know, right now I'm journaling in a notebook. I thought it was going to be, it was wrapped in plastic, and it looked higher quality on the outside, but it wasn't. I should have noticed by just the price alone. And I hate writing in it. You know, I'm tempted to just start a new journal, but I'm already more than 25% into this, and I hate to waste paper. So I'll continue. I'll finish it. And planner, I get a nice quality planner every year from a company called Roterunner. But that's going to be one of the things I stop buying when I'm done working. This is a Moleskin. Notebook. Really, writes really nice. Stays strong. It doesn't. The pages don't rip out. They don't bleed. So that's enough about paper. Number 6, I will spend a little money on upgrading for my flights, especially if they're extended hours flying overseas. I didn't do this earlier in my career, and I really regret it. I did fly a lot at one of my jobs, and you know, sitting in economy class, and then for sitting in economy class for more than 4 hours is brutal. And anybody who travel, and one year I traveled 200,000 miles in a year, and it was economy class, and the organization was paying for it, but I wish I would have upgraded, at least paid the difference with my own money. It would have made such a big difference. And then the other thing I didn't do, you know, if I had long layovers, anywhere from 6 to 10 hours in an airport, I wouldn't spend the extra money to get go to one of those beds or one of those airport hotels, sleeping pods, just to sleep for a couple hours and then get freshened up for a shower. I would walk around the airport and sleep on the chair on the floor of the dirty floor of the airport. Just really stupid, and I regret that I didn't upgrade then, but I do now. So I will pay extra. It's not cheap, but it makes a big difference when you can put your legs up, you have more room, and you get better quality food during the service time. So number 7, sleeping equipment. I call this equipment. So I really like a good mattress. I have a great bed back home in Laos. I buy, we have good pillows, good quality pillows. We have good comfortable sheets. I have a nice white noise maker that we use, and I have experimented with many eye masks to cover my eyes while I'm sleeping. That was a game changer that I only discovered too late in my life. I wish I had known about them earlier, or even just tried. The only night masks that I knew about were the ones, the freebies that they give you on the airplane, and they were never comfortable. And then one time I bought a pair of nice ones, and they just, oh my gosh, the difference they made for me, for my sleep. Now I can't sleep without one. And so even shorts, in a comfortable pair of shorts. Before I would wear underwear. Now I don't wear underwear, I wear sleeping shorts. Anyway, that's sleeping equipment. And number 8, I do work from home sometimes, and I've invested in a very good chair that's with good support and something solid. And I have good accessories, so I have a nice mouse. I don't have one of those cheap mouses. I have at home I have a good desk. I'm going to invest in a desk when I go back to Laos. Right now it's just a folding table that's just temporary. But I will probably get a very good desk to work at, and a good monitor. I need to upgrade my monitor. My other one is about 10 years old, and the pixels on it just don't cut it anymore, especially compared to the one I'm using here at work now. So anyway, that's 8 things that I think are worth the extra money. I have 2 other things on this list. They're just quick extra. So electric toothbrush. I recently discovered an electric toothbrush, and I always thought that seemed like a stupid idea until I decided I'm going to try one. It was a Black Friday special, and I got this OI. I don't remember the name of it. It's an OI one, so it was like half price for $100. Man, that's the stuff I know I'm not going to miss from the big city. These guys drive around with their mufflers off of their bikes, and it's just ridiculous the amount of noise pollution. So electric toothbrush, I can't believe how much better my teeth feel. I don't have the plaque buildup anymore that I used to from brushing on my own. So it's made a huge difference. And then the second one is I like good pair of sunglasses. So I have 2 pair of very good sunglasses, and I think they're worth it. They're much better than going with the cheap like $10 ones or even $25 ones. But anyway, if you think anything different, I'd like to hear from you. So what type of things do you like to spend money on? Leave a comment down in the section, or leave a comment down in the comment section, and give me a like and subscribe if you like this kind of conversation. I'd like to hear from you, and until the next one, take it slow.